Alright, so this a lot of people have been asking me for like tutorials on how to edit things, and I'm not too sure if I'm really like super great at tutorials, but I'll just try to like walk you guys through an edit of mine. So this is the raw tool. Usually just kind of see which works best for me. I tend to play around with clarity, especially with leaves. Like the clarity brings up all the details and stuff like that, so I really don't care about the negative effects of just shoving the clarity all the way up there, because it makes it look so much nicer. I just add some sharpening, add some of this because it kind of gets rid of the finer grain. People tend to play around with these things. You see it changes the color drastically, but I don't think I'll touch that right now. I'll go back into basic and probably bring up the highlights because it adds more highlight to the veins of the leaf. Play around with this, drop the shadows. This makes it a little bit more contrasty. That's probably not a word, but let's go. So the first thing I tend to do is just kind of look around for any distracting things in the photo. I can't see anything like right offhand, so we'll go straight into maybe coloring. The first thing I would do to color is selective color. Go to greens, just kind of drag some stuff around, play around with it, see what works best for what you want. I think if I add yellow, okay, let's go back to yellow and see we kind of hitting something there that seems pretty cool. It's like very close to what you guys would see me post on Instagram or Facebook, probably Twitter. So this is nice here. I think we'll probably come back to this, and then we go to curves, and I have a bunch of curve presets that I kind of got from the internet, and I switched up and modified to make it suit me better. So I kind of tend to just scroll through them and see which works best for the image, which works what I would want the most. And I think I like this one. Let's see if I rearrange the layers, see how it affects it. No, I prefer before. Okay, so this is really cool. Maybe I can even pull back a little. Now let's go all the way. Alright, so from here I may go into color balance and maybe add some blues, possibly. Yeah, I like the blues. Add a little red to make it a bit more richer. Yeah, that works. Magenta, slight magenta, because purple apparently is my thing these days. And honestly, like this, a lot of people would be happy posting this to Instagram or wherever, but I like to just go through a whole bunch of other stuff as well to make sure that the final image, that the image that I post is something that I like really well. Something that I do when I have an adjustment layer and I want to get only a specific part of the layer enabled, I'd go across to image, apply image, and what it does here is it selects either the shadows or the highlights and masks it out. So the layer would only be applied to either the highlights or the shadows, and you could invert that across here. So like here, the layer is only applied to the darker parts, and here the adjustment layer is only applied to the highlights, which would be the veins and stuff. So I could do that, and probably bring down the opacity because the highlights in the veins are a bit too much. Let's see what else I can do here. I maybe play around with vibrance. So yeah, it's as it is here, it's nice, but what if we throw on, not so much, throw on a little bit of vibrance and saturation just to make it pop a little bit more. What do I want again in this? Like, I'm so happy here with this because I'll actually post this Instagram. Probably shouldn't because I posted this picture already. But I think that's it. It's very simple. Did one selective color layer, one curves preset, color balance, move that up a little bit to suit my colors, color lookup for the highlights there and some vibrance, and that's pretty much it. Like I told you guys, this is, like, everyone who asks me, I tell them it's super easy to do and it takes no time at all. It's probably what took like 5 minutes, of that much. So yeah, that's it. Gosh, I feel like this is not enough, but just ignore that. That's a gradient map adjustment layer. Yeah, there are so many different tools and adjustment layers that you can use to work with color and just like mess around with things in all weird ways. But the ways that I show you just now those are my main things. I do those pretty much, not all, but like most of my nature stuff that you'd see all the weird colors and stuff in. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will end it there.